Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the TNA Wrestling Event Center. And now here's the man that always makes an impact here on YouTube, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Episode 1368 of the show. This is the final video for today of Thursday, April the 25th, 2024, 10:35 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. That's right, and we are, I'm going to talk about what happened on TNA Impact tonight, over 36 minutes ago, and this is the fallout from Rebellion. A lot went down at Rebellion, and but I think I did tell you the results of Rebellion, and but now we're going to talk about what happened on TNA. Nick Nemeth decided to kick off TNA Impact, and this took place in Las Vegas still, and addresses the Vegas crowd about what happened at Rebellion. Broken Matt Hardy came out and said, "You know something? You got a point." And he basically, says it's broken language, but also he showed the footage of where Nick Nemeth's shoulder went up, and the referee did not see it, so the referee's decision was unfortunately final. And then Matt Hardy says, "Hey, I'll tell you what, if I win the title from Moose, I'll give you your title shot," basically. The System comes out, starts making fun of Nemeth and Matt Hardy, and so Nick Nemeth goes, "I'm going to fight Moon tonight. Eddie Edwards, you and I are going to go one-on-one." Because he was such in a mood, and Eddie Edwards was like, no. But that match is going to happen. Then Santino Marella was talking to the Good Hands and Mustafa Ali about having a ballot box to determine the number one contender matchup for the X Division champion. And Mustafa Ali seems to be trying to weasel his way out of defending the title once again. Gia Miller interviewed Jordynne Grace, the TNA Knockouts champion, what's next on her list after, she was addressing Steph DeLander and Khan challenging her and PCO to a tag team match, and called Jordynne Grace, PCO Jordynne Grace's new boyfriend. Steph DeLander, I don't know how dumb you are. You're probably dumber than about as dumb as Matt Cardona. That's why he's injured, because he probably made a dumb move or dumb decision. Listen, sister, Jordynne Grace is married. Simple as that. Jordynne Grace is freaking married. Then, while they were interviewed, Miyu Yamashita interrupted Grace and basically challenged her to a Knockouts title matchup. Jordynne Grace goes, "Bring it." And you know what? That match is happening next week. The TNA Knockouts title will be on the line. Jordynne Grace is defended against the newcomer, Miyu Yamashita. And then, and then Mike Santana took on Myron Reed. Mike Santana did win the matchup, and Steve Macklin confronts Santana, and both men decided to brawl it out before getting separated by officials and whatnot. Steph DeLander and Khan did address Grace and PCO about that situation, and for Under Siege, Josh Alexander addresses the Vegas crowd. Frankie Kazarian interrupts Alexander, and Alexander wanted to fight him one-on-one to determine who was the best and who was the number one contender. And so Santino Marella decided to make the match on the fly. Jay Chung decided to announce it, and so the match happened between Josh Alexander and Frankie Kazarian, and during the matchup, Eric Young distracts Kazarian, costing him the match against Josh Alexander. And it seems like Eric Young is not done with Kazarian by any stretch of the imagination, because there was a report during that matchup of Full Metal Mayhem's ear almost got cut off. Scary, scary moment. Santino Marella did talk to Jake something, and then Cody Deaner says he likes the idea of the ballot box idea. It's like a power to the people. And then Hammerstone says, we need to talk about a rematch and everything else. Santino says, no, I got to do this, and we're talking now. And then Jake Sutton says, why don't you show some respect? And then the pushing and shoving. And They were holding them back. And that match between Hammerstone and Jake Something will happen at Under Siege. Going to be a heck of a matchup to deal. Gia Miller then interviewed First Class. They were accompanied by someone else. Somebody, I forgot the name of the person. AJ Francis and Rich Swann, they were talking, and then all you do is don't mention, just say his name, and then Joe Hendry appears. He says, you know what I'm going to do? I owe you guys an apology because you beat me going in the middle of the ring next week. I got a feeling Joe Hendry's setting these two up for another joke. So, anyways, George Iceman, the personal concierge for Ash by Elegance, introduces Ash by Elegance. She took on Isaiah Brookside one-on-one. And I think Ash by Elegance tried to attempt to use some glamorous version of the brass knucks, and the referee, the female referee, she stopped Ash by Elegance. Isaiah Brookside took advantage of the situation and ended up pinning Ash by Elegance to win her matchup. Meanwhile, Santino Marella is trying to figure out how to decide a X Division number one contenders match would use. I think it's like a tournament or something, or a gauntlet match or something. So we'll see what happens. The Good Hands did address Sami Callihan before that matchup in the handicap match. Sami Callihan went up against the Good Hands, and first match back in TNA, he beat them both. Meanwhile, Macklin is talking to Kazarian about getting rid of EY and Mike Santana. It seems like to me there is going to be some kind of coalition going on between Macklin and Kazarian. And then, during the main event, Ryan Nemeth, Nick's younger brother, current AEW wrestler, is sitting as a guest to support Nick, as Nick Nemeth and Eddie Edwards went one-on-one. And then Brian Myers decided to distract the referee. Didn't work, so Brian Myers resorted to having a scuffle with Nick's younger brother and Ryan, that distracted him. And Moose then nailed Nemeth with the title belt and given Eddie Edwards the victory after the Boston Knee Party. Then they attacked Nick Nemeth with the steel chair, and I don't know, it was going to be too little too late as Speedball Mountain and Ryan Nemeth, who was held back by security, came out afterwards and chased the system away. I'm telling you, could be the system versus the elite, you know for sure. And so that's where we stand right now, is that. Well, before I conclude this video, oh, you heard that? Excuse me. I'm gassing it up today. I want to thank everybody for, like I said, my subscriber count did go up, and now I'm 26 subscribers away. I do appreciate all those who have subscribed to my channel and supporting it. Continue to support it as I continue to improve on my show. I mean, I did change my previous two names of my previous two channels. They will be known as the Basement Archives. Going forward, you got the TPL era. The first channel I had was the People's Lima era, Basement Archives #1, and then you got the second channel, which was the WEML TV channel 77 TV era, and that also is Basement Archives 2. And then we go into this current version I'm using, Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. And if anybody out there is subscribed to my two previous channels, you can go over to my new channel, Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977, and please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It's my goal right now by the end of this year to reach 300 subscribers. If that goal is reached halfway, I'll push another goal in mind. But right now, because I never worry about subscribers or anything like that, but at the same time, though people do like this, and that shows me that people do like my content, and much appreciated. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the tonight's rant and rave episode. I had a lot of fun. Didn't know how my sister's dog Sakari snuck in I must have did not close that back door there because I have a back door leads the hallway. She usually hangs out, and she gets to say hi to me, which is really, really super cool. She wants to lay on my bed, but I know I gotta get some sleep, just But she was a loving dog, but still, a little goofy, but whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun. So, okay, friendly reminder, tomorrow, Bullseye, the game of strategy, luck, knowledge, and daring. That will be on the menu. We got SmackDown, the first night of the draft. I did, however, did talk about the draft on my topic for Rant and Rave. Check it out. If you can, we're going to have some fun. So, can't wait for tomorrow. We're going to do the thing, all right? AEW Collision and Rampage once again will be on Saturday because I think the NBA playoffs are the main reason why, AEW had to change it. I think it's going to be all this month, I do believe, because of the fact that, I think the finals are in June, and we're getting towards the end of April, and all that. So, I just basically realized that, that yesterday's Wild Wednesday will be the final Wild Wednesday of April 2024. Meanwhile, the Pressure Luck will be the final Network Throwdown Thursday of April 2024. So that means tomorrow, Bullseye will be the final Feederless Friday of April 2024. Interesting. So I gotta change my subscriptions to some of the videos that I just uploaded. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Until the next episode rolls around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.